Today, the magnet on her fridge proves prophetic. Even creatures of habit can sometimes be forgetful. You said it, Antonia agrees. She has just poured orange juice into the coffee in the mug she brought back from one of the fancier hotels. Must have been a special occasion for Sam to have chosen to stay there and for her to have allowed the expense. You'd think you were born with money in your family, she liked to tease him. I never had it to begin with, so I'm not afraid to spend it, Sam responded. He was always quick with a comeback, used to get him in trouble with his dad growing up. Being fresh, it was called back then. Oh, the stories he told her. Sam spoiled her, or tried to, and got scolded as his thanks. But it was the kind of scolding that must have made him suspect she liked being made something of. There'll be no more of that now. She is keeping to her routines, walking a narrow path through the loss, not allowing her thoughts to stray. Occasionally she takes sips of sorrow, afraid the big wave might wash her away. Widows leaping into a husband's pyre, mothers jumping into a child's grave. She has taught those stories. Today, like every other day, you wake up empty and frightened, she quotes to herself as she looks at her reflection in the mirror in the morning. Her beloved Rumi no longer able to plug the holes. Late afternoons, as the day wanes, in bed in the middle of the night, in spite of her efforts, she finds herself at the outer edge, where in the old maps the world drops off, and beyond is terra incognita, sea serpents, the Leviathan. Here there be dragons. Countless times a day and night she pulls herself back from this edge. If not for herself, then for the others, her 3 sisters, a few old aunties, nieces, and nephews. Her circle used to be wider, but she has had to pull in, contain the damage, keep breathing. As she often tells her sister Izzy, always in crisis, arriving for visits with shopping bags full of gifts and a broken heart, the best thing you can give the people who love you is to take care of yourself, so you don't become a burden on them. No wonder Izzy's ringtone for Antonia is church bells. Actually, all the sisters have followed Izzy's lead and assigned that ringtone to Antonia. The secret got out. The secret always gets out in the sisterhood. Our Lady of Pronouncements, Mona said by way of explanation. Good old Momo, no hairs on her tongue, one of their mother's Dominican sayings. Tilly was kinder. Sort of. It's because you started going to Sam's church. It's how Tilly used to describe their denomination to avoid using the word Christian. Now she avoids Sam's name. Your church, as if Antonio would forget that Sam is gone unless someone reminds her. They're just jealous, was Sam's theory about the ringtone profiling. All your years of teaching, you've picked up a lot of wisdom, a head full of chestnuts. Full of BS, that's what the sisterhood would say. Who now to champion her way of being in the world? She empties out the ruined coffee and starts over.